don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. BWN Productions, mask plus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact BWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
Spooktacular Hollow Screams, everybody! I almost forgot to unmute our mics.
Welcome to our Halloween episode. Well, we will review your movie apart.
Oh, Pin Joe or Joe Head?
Yes,
That's good.
Pin Joe Head.
Oh, give me a second while I adjust my face so I can see what's going on here. Maybe this is what I have to adjust.
An annual tradition here, folks, is we do this Halloween show, not on Halloween. And then we dress up for the occasion, even though it's not Halloween. But Tom's always got shit planned out. I always throw stuff 5 minutes before the show.
Joe,
But yeah, old Pin Joe Head is here.
this year I did not have anything planned out. This is me looking up. I can't see the screen at all. So my head will probably be down like this a lot. Hopefully you can hear me. I think I have the microphone right up to the mask.
They
But,
can hear you just fine, but probably can't see you for shit, Tom.
well, that's unfortunate, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's also an anal tradition on the Halloween episode. It's old me trying to drink through a new mask. So here we go. It was all right. It was all right. Well,
You clicked. We came.
oh shit. Well, Joe, how was your week?
It was a whirlwind of a week again, Tom. On the road, went to Houston, saw my buddies and my other buddies, hung out, drank a whole lot, and then didn't get enough sleep. Luckily, had good old Roop with me, who is more responsible than I am, and did some of all the driving chores on Sunday. Then, that was at the Haunted Halloween horror market, and had a good time. Had a really good time. It was for me more of a cut loose kind of thing, and cut a rug kind of thing too. So yeah, the little boogie. I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. Da, 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 da. I don't remember how the horns go, but I like the horns on that song. Then drove over to my buddy Justin's fundraiser. Unfortunately, he's going to have to find another way to raise funds for his film because nobody showed up out there. Yeah, that sucked. Sucked for him, man. But, he got my support. Just not financial support. But my moral support, which is where it's at. Uh, yeah, it was just one thing after another. I get back and it's just back to fucking work. And today was real frustrating because I realized I'm gonna have to tell a longtime customer to go fuck himself because he's just getting too complicated and it's not worth the hassle. And if I keep doing it, I'd be doing it for the money, simply for the money, and I don't want to do that. So I'd been stressing about that all day. I was going to the movies, and I thought, well, fuck, I'm not going to be in the mood to watch this movie. But we'll get to that, Tom. We'll get to that. But people come here to hear about your week, Tom, not mine, even though they can't see you.
Well, Joe, I had a weekend I wasn't expecting to have. Thanks to you and good old Roop. I think he might have been the MVP of the weekend.
He
If
usually, I'm on the road with him. Roop, very thankful for your friendship and all your help, buddy. Even though you don't listen to this fucking show anymore.
so, yeah, thank you for sure. I mean, you're a good friend. I would much rather you let me sleep on the floor or in the chair, but I appreciate that shit for sure. So thank you. But yeah, we went out to the Houston Haunted Halloween Market, Spooktacular Fright Films, and it was a good time. Didn't really know what to expect because it was a new venue, new time, or excuse me, new one of these that they're doing at like a hotel and shit, and then they had one of their fucking parties afterwards. Oh man, that DJ, all the hits. Played all the hits except for Mambo number 5, even
Mm,
though I've requested it time and time again.
the
That's
trumpet.
okay.
The
Boom,
trumpet.
boom, 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 boom. Oh fuck! I burped and it just stayed in the mask and then got in my eyes.
Oh,
Ah, you didn't think like that could happen? Oh, I mean, I'm just gonna burp. No, if it stays, it'll melt your fucking eyeballs. Now I'm sucking hair, and this was a terrible idea, but I'm stuck with it now.
at least nobody can see you.
At least nobody can see me.
But your hat is shining bright, so that's good.
That is good, Joe. That is good. So, yeah, shout out to the Houston Horror Film Festival. Folks, good people. Appreciate you guys looking out for sure. And you should all come. Oh, yes, you should all come. You should all travel to the Houston Horror Film Festival, the one they have in August, because fright films and fun. When you hey, you know what they say? When you're here, you're family.
Yeah,
Familia.
right.
Fuck yeah.
Mm.
So Joe, if I can look over here, I'm gonna tell you about a movie I watched called The Hungry Snake Woman.
Mhm.
Ooh, baby, I'm so hungry. It ain't Thanksgiving yet, bitch. Get out of here. So, this one stars Susanna. Who is that? Had a song about her. Oh, Susanna, won't you cry for me? Something, something, something with a dumpling. Won't you cry for me? Susanna. So, in this one, get this, Joe. She plays a hungry snake woman.
Hmm.
So hungry. So some fucking dude, he's unable to let's say sensually assault his ex-girlfriend in the woods. So he fucks off, wanders around the woods like you do, and finds a cave What is this cave? It's the home of the hungry snake woman. So she says, all right, you fuck. You're just like all these other dickheads. You just want to come here and what do you want? Riches and bitches? Yep, yep. So, all right then, fuckface. You know what you gotta do then? You gotta kill 3 people and drink their fucking blood. Sacrifice them hoes to me. And then I will give you everything you need. And then he turns into a vampire, or he just puts on a vampire Halloween costume.
Well, he was already drinking blood, so
I don't know if he was. I think this is his first time.
Oh, okay.
This is the first girl he's gonna go kill.
So
It's
he
just
gets the character.
maybe again, Joe. This wasn't this wasn't an English made movie, mate. This wasn't sorry, I got something in my teeth.
Get it,
This
folks?
wasn't an American movie. This was Indonesian. So something is missing in the translation for sure. So yeah, you just see this guy next and he's dressed as a vampire, like a classic Halloween vampire. And he bites the neck of a bitch and I guess he has vampire teeth now cuz he bleeds her dry. He does it to another chick and then Joe he comes across another hungry snake woman. And she says, "Hee, you won't have to sacrifice anybody else. If you do what I say, and I want you to kill that other fucking hungry snake woman."
Hmm.
He says, "Okay." And Joe, hilarity ensues. Not belly laughs, but I had a few good laughs throughout the runtime of this. There is some slow parts, but there is some wacky effects that you're just like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on here? So if you like so bad they're good movies, check this one out. It's nothing fucking wow, oh shit, you blew me the fuck away with this. But it is pretty entertaining. As for this Blu-ray, doesn't have shit on it besides the fucking movie.
Hilarity ensues. And
What did you say?
yeah, you heard me.
I can't hear you at all. Oh shit, Joe. I can't hear you because my headphones fell out. Hey, sorry about that. I got to eat my hand again because, boy, is there something tickling me nose. I think it's a pubic hair.
Hmm.
So, Joe, she was hungry. She was a snake woman, and that was that.
That's Susanna. Sounds interesting. If only there was a documentary on the subject.
Fuck, a documentary that came out in 2025.
Right.
Luckily, November's next fucking week, so it's time to rush and watch all these 2025 movies.
Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what I did tonight, Tom. I went to another sneak preview. This one was for the not A24 film called Bugonia. Not like begonia, like the flower. It's spelled different because the first time I tried to look it up and see what it was about, I spelled it like the flower and, well, couldn't find anything about it. Anyway, this one is from Yorgos, whatever, Lithuania is his last.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah, Katsumatamos. The old Greek, he just keeps on putting out the hits. He keeps on working, Tom. And, well, first of all, as always, thank you to the Texas Horror Cult for getting me to this sneak preview. And oh shit, I forgot the stuff, Tom. Hold on. Where the hell is this stuff? Ah, shit. Here we go. Here's the stuff, Tom. Yeah. They had like a little photo booth out there, Tom. And you took a picture in front of a green screen, and then they gave you the old Bugonia treatment. Oh, look at that. There's honey.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, and
It's a
then
memory.
they gave us a T-shirt. Look at that, Tom. Look at all those colors. You know? And,
Well, on a professional level, can you review the T-shirt for us?
okay, so I don't know if you can see from there, but the print is slightly up this way, so it's not real straight.
Hey, it's not the T-shirt's fault. That's the way it was born.
But it is a 7-color design, so that's a pain in the ass. That, it's a thin ink, probably water-based, but yeah, for a free T-shirt, pretty good. Maybe you can buy it off of me at the next horror market or something.
You're not going to use it to put cum in?
No, that's what socks are for, but I lost my sock.
No.
Lost my sock. No, so that's cool that they had giveaways and stuff like that. And like I said, I was not in the best of moods when I got to this movie. And remember, folks, this is a spoiler review. I'll give a little synopsis. I'm going to spoil the fuck out of it, so you don't want to be spoiled. Turn this shit off now. Okay, so you get pretty much the entire plot just by watching the trailer. Okay, there's this guy and his cousin. His cousin's not so bright. Some would say he's well, you can't say the R word anymore. So whatever the equivalent of that is, slow, dim, whatever. But this guy is like the major conspiracy theorist. He knows. Well, what he's got in mind, he thinks he knows is right. The secret ways that the world is run. And there's a CEO of a company. He's convinced that she's an alien. And he abducts her and demands that she put him in touch with the emperor of the alien armada, because they are slowly destroying the earth, because they're the ones that run corporations and do shit like that and run the pharmaceutical companies and things. And as we learn in the movie, he works for one of these companies. He actually works for the company she was in. We get more reveals about this guy, like his mom is dying and she had like a medical test experiment thing from this company, Tom. So this guy's crazy, right? Well, spoiler, and this is easy to figure out, right, from the trailer. And we've seen movies like this before. It's like, hey, he's right all along. Or is he? Yeah, he is. Or is he? Yeah, he is. Or is he? It's kind of one of these things. Strange shit's going on. And a few other strange characters show up, like this cop that may have molested him when he was a kid. That's never made clear, but it's highly implied. Yeah, she's a fucking alien. Okay. And yeah, at the end of the movie, they destroy the earth. They kill they don't destroy the earth, they just kill humanity. Because they're actually the ones that made humanity, and has humanity fucked themselves up. This movie's got great performances. It starts off, like everything you're expecting. And then even though you know where it's going, it still ends up being really, really good. It's making a list, I think. I liked it that much. Like I said, I was in a shitty mood when I went in. This movie wiped that away. It took me to another world, the way movies are supposed to do. And this is no bullshit. I really enjoyed it. I liked it more than Poor Things, which I did enjoy. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's this guy's best movie, but most of his movies I've enjoyed. This one's really good, really goddamn good. I would recommend it to most of you guys out there. Whether I don't, it's just good. It's a good movie. I was satisfied with it. You know, I guess overall there's not much to it, and yet there is. You know, it's preachy without being preachy because it does tell you a lot about corporate structure and how people are corporate drones. It makes fun of the people that are like super far left that believe, you know, that they're controlling every aspects of our lives, you know. So it takes equal punches to both sides, and I like shit like that. Uh, it reminded me a lot of a movie that Tom starred in. I think it was called Pizzagate Massacre or something. You know, another movie that I really really enjoyed along these veins. If you haven't watched that one, check it out. If you watch that one and like it, check out Bugonia. Yeah, I dug it. I really did.
Yeah, I was gonna check this one out until you spoiled it for me.
Sorry, Tom. Sorry.
What
You
in
did
the
it.
world, my sweet Aunt Petunia?
I will spoil your movie apart.
Oh, you should have held on it so I could have had the clip that I cut just go on for like 3 minutes at the end. Some sad, sad man would watch it all.
Nobody wants to watch a review that's over 8 minutes.
Well, Joe, let me tell you what else I watched. I watched Kenny and Company. Have you ever heard of this?
I have heard of it. It's by one of your favorite directors.
That's right, Don Castellaneta.
Hmm.
So, Joe, this is I can't say maybe it's a coming of age movie. The shit takes place. It's like a slice of life. We follow Kenny and his dildo friends sometime in the 70s, and it's leading up to Halloween and the day after. And it's just day in their life. But like in this time, he learns about his dog dying. He learns about death in general from like a bunch of different people. He gets a girlfriend and loses his girlfriend. So it's just like all this shit that probably should have been spaced out like in the span of months and shit is all crammed together, and everything is just a wet fart. Like oh cripes, they set you up for like, oh wait for it, here's gonna be a punchline, and it's just like cutesy fucking bullshit nothing. And I don't know. I'm not saying this movie was made for the people who enjoy the company of children, but I don't know who else would. This was hard to fucking watch. It was just kind of lame and corny. Maybe it's because I wasn't a kid in the 70s. Maybe that's the only way to have nostalgia for something like this. Some angry gentleman was not too happy that I didn't like this movie on Facebook, but I don't know what to tell you. It's a whole lot of nothing. Just, oh, aren't we cute? Remember the seven? No, this is all just kind of weird, and I feel fucking weird for watching this. I'm glad Phantasm 1 and 4 exists, but this shit, no. I don't think you have to go back and watch this one there, Joe.
So does it have a lot of nostalgia shit for people that, grew up in the 70s, or is it just a movie that shit happens to be there?
I mean, it was shot in the 70s and all that.
Okay, so it's like that's why that stuff is there. It's not like the people now shooting and filling the room with posters from the 80s and stuff like that, right?
No, this shit was made before Phantasm.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, fucking old Mike's in it. Old Michael Baldwin, he's the best friend, and Reggie plays the fucking school teacher, but like I'm saying, it's all just fucking cutesy bullshit. Just fucking suck it. I don't this sucked. It just fucking sucked. I'm sorry if you like the fucking shit, but wish I planned this out better. I'm starting to get a headache from leaning down and trying to look. And then I look up and I don't see shit.
I think Jose Camiseta may be coming back next week. Hey, Tom. I watched a movie on, I believe it was Peacock. Yeah, we'll just say it was Peacock, because I go through the streaming service and, I haven't seen, this is a 2025 movie, just like Bugonia was. And you know what? I need to start getting on these 2025 movies. This movie is called Vicious. Have you heard of this one, Tom?
No, I haven't.
All
but
right.
I will return.
So this one is about a young lady. She is one of those anxiety, depressive, ridden types that, shit, life's just not going good because she can't focus. Her anxiety, you see, and her guilt. Did she take her meds? Her sister wants to know. Hey, mom wants to know, is everything okay? And she just kind of wants to be left alone, but she doesn't want to be alone at the same time. She's living in one of her sister's houses. I guess the sister outgrew that house with her family and they moved to another house. All right, sister, you can stay here, whatever. Anyway, it's a dark, cold night. There's an old lady that knocks on her door. She wasn't expecting anybody. It's kind of late, She goes to the door and this old lady that's I don't know, not acting right, just seems kind of puzzled. Like maybe she's in the wrong place. Maybe she's lost. Aren't we all? Aren't we all lost? Anyway, she invites the lady in, and the lady pulls out a box, old wooden box, and gives it to her and says, "It's yours now." Tells her she's got to put 3 things in it, something she hates, something she needs, and something she loves. Then the old lady hauls ass, and she's, no, the lady tells her too, and it's like pulls out this little, the sands of time kind of thing, man, I'm losing my vocabulary. You know what I'm talking, right? Anyway, what am I doing on this show? Fucking, I don't even like doing it when it's both of us, and now doing this shit by myself. Probably gonna turn this off right now and just go back to drinking. Anyway,
Tomas didn't like it either, so now Tomas is here.
All right, Tomas is back. So the old lady told her, "Hey, you're gonna die tonight. You need to do this shit for this box. That way you can prolong your life or whatever." And like she's freaking out. Well, what do I put in this box? That shit don't make. Oh, this lady was just crazy. But then she starts seeing ghostesses in the house and other kinds of crazy shit. Well, what's something she hates, you know? And she thinks, well, been wanting to quit smoking cigarettes. She throws a cigarette in the thing. But the sand's still running. The sand is running through the hourglass. That's the word I was looking for. And, well, no, she's got to figure it out. And then she's got to deal with her past trauma. You see, it's something from her past. So she finds a thing that's related to her father, and she hates God because God let her father die from cancer. And then okay, the sand stops and starts again, and she's like seeing more shit. Like she's seeing visions of her niece dying, you know, and like her niece is calling her and saying that she's dying, and she's freaking out like, oh no, my niece can't die. It's like, you know, let me figure out what's something that I need. And she's, oh, one of my toes. She cuts off one of her toes, you know. It, you know, it was one of her fingers, Tom. She did one of her fingers. She cuts that off. The shit goes again, and then now it's what? Something she loves. Well, what is it? You know, could she fit her niece into that box? Who knows? You know, meanwhile, shit's going crazy all around her. She figures like, well, shit, all I got to do is pass this box on just to somebody like this old lady did to me. You know, I can go find somebody to do that to. And, you know, like The Ring, you know, like let's pass this VHS tape to somebody 7 days. And she does. She finds some young Asian girl, passes it on to her. But nope, the box is still at her house, and it's still Tom. She has to realize that she just has to let the sand go down. She's just got to accept her burdens and her anxiety. She's got to understand that you can't solve everything. You've just got to let things go sometimes. Yeah, that sucked because this is a very effective movie until the end, and it loses its way, and it's trying to give you a message, you know, about anxiety, about depression, about all that shit. But man, there's some cool shit in there before that. But yeah, none of these fuckers know how to end a movie. But a lot of the modern horror movies, they just like fucking fumble right at the 100-yard line, Tom.
Yeah, I fumbled this, and I would just like to apologize to you and everyone else.
Dakota Fanning, she's really, really good in it. Like I said, man, there's so much that's good. There's so much that's good in it, and then it just fucks it all up. Like it has like 2 different endings, kind of the thing, you know. And then I don't know, like it lets her escape, and like all the shit that like we saw before, like these people dying. Well, that didn't happen because she accepted everything. But now this other Asian girl's all fucked. I don't know. It kind of made me mad.
So it's like It Follows, or you can just pass it off.
Yeah, but I liked It Follows because I don't know. I don't remember why I liked It Follows. I'll watch that again.
Oh shit. Well, if you can just bear with me for a second, I'm gonna try and fix my camera.
Okay.
So maybe we can make this a little better, because you know, I just threw everything together last minute too. And I thought that camera filter would have worked, but no, I don't know. Yeah, I can't really tell.
At least the chat's going well. Welcome, Neo Geo Zach.
Great couch, Jay. Thanks, bud. Joe, I think we're just stuck like this, and I'm going to apologize to you once again.
All right. All right.
Oh, fuck. Joe, let me... Finished off watching Not the Night of the Living Dead movies. Joe, fucking hell. Fuck
The
Halloween.
Night of the Demons.
Yes. Fuck. I sure would like to take my fucking mask off right now, but I have face paint on because I was hiding my eyes and mouth in the other fucking mask. Oh, criminy. Joe. Fuck. Trying to look and see if there's another fucking mask anywhere. This is horrible and I hate Halloween. Fuck. All right, hold please.
So apologies to everyone. I don't know. There's some days that we just shouldn't record, or we should only record 5 minutes and see if we've got a flow going. And if we don't, just say, "Hey, fuck this. Let's try this again the next day." I always try to tell Tom we don't have to do it every fucking week, and nobody gives a shit about that. But we just like, well, no, we gotta, have some consistency because that's how you get. No, I don't give a fuck about those numbers. It's just like, I don't know. I hope all of you guys have the happiest of Halloweens. I hope if you're going out to a party, first of all, that you're safe, that you see a lot of kick-ass costumes. I hope if you're staying home to give out candy, that you get a lot of trick-or-treaters, because goddamn does it suck. When you're just sitting there, hoping somebody comes by and like, nah, kids decided not to come to our street, I guess. They went to the more affluent side of town because they thought they had better candy. Fuck no. I try to get some good candy for those youngsters. Let them have a good time, decorate the fuck out of the yard. But I don't know if they're going to show or not. And this is Texas, and it's like a Friday night, which high school football's still going on. So who knows if we'll get shit. I don't know. Like Tom, I don't hate Halloween. I'm not gonna say that, but it's a bit of a trial tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a lot going on and I did throw the shit together. Oh, I gotta cut this mask so I can drink and wear and
No, I
it
can't even.
didn't work.
It just sucks. I'm throwing out shit reviews.
It's all right, Joe, because this next one's gonna be awesome. Because it's the Night of the Demons remake. Woo! You ever seen this one?
I think I started it, and I didn't even get really far. Not because it sucked or anything. I didn't get far enough to determine that. I just like had to turn it off and go somewhere or something, and never came back to it.
Well, Joe, I think I reviewed this one maybe last year or a couple years ago, maybe 18 years ago, because time flies and this year's almost fucking over. Anyways, this one, I would say, well, Joe, we'll save that to the end, I guess. So, the Night of the Demons remake. I saw this one when it first came out, and I said, "Oh man, this is super badass and cool." Is it now? Well, how does this hold up to the original? It's a little more modern, has a little bit more money put into it, and I would say it's an all around more enjoyable movie. However, boy, is this real edge lordy and of its time. It's just yeah, this is some real edge lord fucking shit in here. So in this one, Angela, she is a party promoter and she's played by the lady who got raped in a bathtub by a snowman. and she's wearing a goofy wig the whole time, and it's just kind of silly because it's Halloween, but I mean, she just kind of looks off and kind of silly throughout the whole thing. So I think I don't think it's called Hull House. I think it's a different one in this, and there's no furnace. There just happens to be like a bunch of skeleton mummies in the basement that she didn't bother to look at. Like she rents this house out to have this party. No one's gonna do no fucking and sucking in the basement. They're not gonna want to go down there and drink, or maybe the heroin addict guys are gonna want to go down there and do drugs and shit. There's no need to check the basement. It's like, good boy, open that door and look down there. Fuck you. I don't have time. So I mean, if she just would have took the time, there was, oh my God, there's dead bodies, really old dead bodies down here. I'm calling the police. But she needs to make money. And old Edward Furlong needs to go to this party to make money because he owes some fucking drug guys some money. And gosh darn it, this party's his last shot to get him all paid up. Who else is here? The main lady from Freddy vs. Jason. She's the main lady in this one, and she's there to act. Linnea Quigley shows up to bend over again. You remember that from the first one? Well, she's doing it at 84 years old in this one, Joe, and it's up to you if you're still into that kind of thing or not. Who am I to judge you on that? So yeah, a bunch of people come to this party. The cops come. They say, "Hey, you don't have a permit, you concert or party promoter," who would definitely know you would have to get a permit to put this party on. All right, everybody, get out of here. So everybody leaves except the friend group, and they get possessed by demons. Ooh. The kills are fun from what there is. The chicks making out's always good. Well, I mean, sometimes it's not good when chicks are making out because you're, is that a fella? I mean, you're telling me that's a chick, but it's not a fella, it's a chick. I guess don't win them all the time, but in the last one, old Angela was blowing a gun. In this one, Shannon Elizabeth is blowing a wine bottle. So if that's something you want to see, it's in this movie. It's all right.
Okay, Shannon Elizabeth.
I'm not gonna show my titties in a movie where a fucking snowman has sex to me underage. However, I will blow this wine bottle in this very sleazy Night of the Demons remake. Pick your battles, I guess. Do what you want to do. But yeah, last time I watched this, I remember not liking it. Because this was, like I said, I saw it when it came out and thought, oh, this was cool. So I sold the fucking DVD. Now rewatching this, I'm just like, oh man, kind of wish I kept that DVD. It was all right. Wasn't as bad as I thought the last time I saw it. But yeah, it was all right. Maybe it's the nostalgia talking. But for what it is, it's all right. It's, little bit wiener kid shit for sure. Try hard, edgy shit, but not bad. I liked it. I would say this is probably my favorite one out of all of them. Probably because of the nostalgia and that it's more modern and has some. I mean, the CG is not terrific on here, but the CG hasn't been terrific in any of these fucking movies. Like, here's what I'm saying when the shit's like edgelord shit. So they have the fucking lipstick going into the titty thing, but then she's got to fucking fist her box and fucking bleed all over and pull it out and kind of go hee hee. Get what I'm saying? It's like a lot of that shit. But if you can get past that, I mean, it's pretty fun. Maybe because the nostalgia thing that could very well be, but bad CGI, some fun gore and kills and shit, and I mean, it's all right. It's up, but again, I could be a fucking dickhead. Fuck. I'll drink to that. I can drink in this mask, as we proved in years prior. Hey, at least there's that on this episode that we'll get 11 views on. You got to see me drink in 3 masks.
Well, you know, finishing out some of my Halloween viewing, I'll still watch a few more horror movies, but I thought I'd go back, Tom, and watch one that you recommended from 2024. And this was the Netflix original. See, it's me again going through all the streaming services I have. Old Netflix came up. I said, let me find something from 2025 that looks interesting on Netflix. Netflix ain't got shit. I don't even know why I still have that shit. That's going to take some consideration. But the movie that Tom recommended last year that I did not watch called The Curse of Bridge Hollow. This is the second Marlon Wayans movie I've watched this year, Tom. The first, earlier in the year, or maybe not too long ago, being the hit motion picture, Him. Well, in this one, Marlon Wayans shows his range by playing an entirely different character, Tom. He plays a, you'd call him a mannish boy, I guess. He's a science teacher, Tom. He's got a wife and a kid, and he is moving his family away from the big city to the safest town in the USA, and it's called, let me look that up again, Bridge Hollow. Well, the thing is, Tom, they drive into town, they see, oh man, everybody's got the Halloween decorations set up, and his daughter's kind of excited, you know, she likes Halloween, but old Marlon Wayans doesn't. He's a bit of a pussy. He's afraid, Tom. He's afraid. All right, he can get through that. He's got his teaching job to consider. And then, whoa, shit, they go to the main square of town. Turns out this town also has a huge Halloween festival. The Stingy Jack Festival, Tom. I'm sure you've heard this story. You know your Halloween lore. Yeah, well, old Marlon, he don't like that either. But, you know, turns out that his daughter finds out a little bit about the house they lived in. It was owned by a gypsy. And I don't know if they knew much about gypsies. First of all, it's a very offensive thing to call people nowadays. And most of them don't own big fucking nice houses. You know, that's part of why they're gypsies, because they wander around a lot. But anyway, for the sake of this movie, a gypsy lived there, and she trapped the spirit of Stingy Jack inside a radish lantern, you know, because Stingy Jack used to carry around a radish, you know. Well, they released the fucking spirit of Stingy Jack, and the spirits of Stingy Jack, they start making everybody's Halloween decorations come to life, Tom. And now old Marlon Wayans, he has to fight the forces of evil using his scientific know-how from teaching. But he also has to learn to embrace Halloween, Tom. And maybe he could have a good relationship with his daughter. Now, there's a little subplot about his wife who makes pastries and cookies and stuff, but she doesn't like to use sugar. She likes to use all natural ingredients. And boy, is that funny, Tom, because nobody likes her stuff. There is nothing funny in this movie, and I know it's made for kids. You know, which kids? I don't fucking know. There's some cool shit in there. You know, there's Halloween decorations abound, and some of them look good. Some of them look like, hey, they just ran to Spirit Store and loaded up with shit. You know, there's a little cat decoration that comes to life and's running around. There's some witches decorations that start flying around. There's a lady that drives a pumpkin truck, and that pumpkin truck is kick-ass. You know, that's the highlight of the movie for me, is this fucking truck. But you don't have to watch this movie for that. You know, just what, you know, look up pumpkin truck, the name of this movie, and like look at pictures of it, and save yourself some time, because man, this movie sucks. Bad performances, bad story, and not fun at all.
I'm sorry you didn't like it, Joe. I really thought you would. I loved it,
I know.
apparently. Well, Joe, I hope that's all I watched.
Talk like during the Bugonia review. Fuck.
What's up?
I was like, you know, I just finally got my voice, you know?
Well, hey, Joe, did you go out to the theater today or anything?
Oh, shit.
Hey, man, if you did, I'd like to hear about it.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, dog?
I got a invite to a 2025 movie, new release, sneak preview, thanks to my friends over at the Texas Horror Cult. And this movie is called Bugonia. And I thought this was a A24 movie. You know, I don't know if they did this guy's last, what's his name? Yorgos Lithuania or something. It's a director whose movies I've really enjoyed in the past. You know, weird shit sometimes. Sometimes they're just like kind of horrific and depressing. And let's see what this one does to me, you know, because I'm not in a good mood when I went to go see this movie. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can just put it all behind me. And, well, shit, they had some little, they had like a little photo thing set up. Tom, you go stand in front of a green screen, and then, oh, look, you got the Bugonia photo. Whoa, we got honey all over us. What's that got to do with it? I don't know. I ain't seen it yet. And then they said, hey, go get yourself a t-shirt. T-shirt? Yep, the old Bugonia t-shirt, Tom. Look at that. Looks like 8 colors, maybe. Yeah, a little crooked, but who cares? It was free, and I'm never going to wear it because it's one of the soft, thin tees, Tom. You know, but
Hey, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to put cum in it?
No, that's what socks are for, but I'm missing my cum sock. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, so the movie starts, Tom, and hey, look, y'all. As Tom probably put down in the little fucking crawl or whatever, this is a spoiler review, so gonna spoil the movie. And it really doesn't need much spoiling if you've seen the trailer, okay? And if you've seen movies like this, you kind of know where this is going. The movie is about a guy that, I don't know, he's like one of these crazy leftist conspiracy types, you know? Thinks that fucking corporations are run by aliens, you know, and he wants to strike back at them, and you know, needs to do something so they can stop destroying our earth, you know. And he's played by Jesse Plemons, who in the past couple of movies I've seen him in, he's had like a really fat face, like he's been like, I don't know, like had a reaction to something, is all swollen and shit. But this one, he looks like super thin, like super emaciated. So I don't know. Hope things are going good for you, guy. Um, him and his cousin, is I guess you can't say the R word, Tom. That's like saying gypsy or something. Like you can't say that. It's let's say he's slow. He just ain't got it all upstairs. Um, he's convinced his cousin to help him abduct the CEO of this corporation because he's convinced that she's an alien and he wants her to put him in touch with the alien emperor to convince the alien emperor to stop their attacks on human society. And he does, and she's trying to convince him, you're crazy, dude. You're no, I'm not an alien. Then she starts playing along. No, okay, I am an alien. This guy just starts losing his shit on her, and he's getting more unhinged and more violent as he goes. And the cousin is kind of freaking out too, like, well, this isn't cool. You're hurting her, dude. And we learn more about this Jesse Plemons character. He turns out his mom was addicted, I guess, to the painkillers that everybody got addicted to.
The good stuff.
Yeah, and a corporation was developing something to help people wean off that shit, but she had a reaction to it. Now she's in a coma. And he works at a shitty place, checking in and sending off packages. And it all turns out that this lady he abducted, Emma Stone, she's the CEO of that corporation. So, he's just projecting his shit on her, right? Or is she really an alien? Or is he crazy? Or, and there's a lot of back and forth like that, Tom. But if you've seen movies like this, you know that, yeah, she's an alien. And even though you know the reveal, and I'm telling you the reveal, it's done really well. And it's really fucking cool. And the aliens, another spoiler, they fucking kill everybody on Earth, you know. But they're doing it for the Earth, Tom. For old Mother Nature. And this is a movie with a lot of messages, but it's not a preachy one. It's something that's, I guess, making fun of the message that it's even sending, because it makes fun of the far left. It makes fun of the far right. It makes fun of corporations. It makes fun of the people that are trying to bring down corporations. It does all that shit, and it does it extremely, extremely well. There's only like 5 or 6 people in this movie that are, actually have speaking roles, and they're all excellent. I really dug it. It reminded me of the movie that you were in, Tom, the Pizzagate Massacre, which had kind of a similar vibe going on. So like, it all seems crazy until the shit's revealed to be real. And that one was really well done too. If you haven't seen that one, look that up. If you saw that one and liked it, then watch Bugonia. I dig it. Highly recommended. Tom, I don't know if you're going to go see it, but maybe you should.
Let me ask you this, Joe. What kind of aliens were they?
Andromedaeans.
Were they Lizrods?
No, they're wearing some kind of like noodle suit.
Fuck, I'm gonna eat them up.
Yeah, let's take a time to take care of them motherfuckers real quick.
Good thing they didn't land in Italy, the fucks.
Yeah.
Oh shit, take me to your leader so I can fucking eat them. Give me your butt. I'm gonna eat your little noodle butt.
I think that's why he was making fun of noodles, because the director, he's Greek.
I bet they didn't make any butt fucking jokes.
They did.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's talk about that too.
All right, well then maybe I will see. It seems all inclusive.
It's a good movie. Yeah, definitely one of the better sneak previews I've ever been to. Yeah, this Yorgos guy keeps on cranking out the hits. I like this one a lot more than Poor Things, but I like that one too.
Well, I mean, for maybe 3 years, it had to be. It might have been more. You were having people call you Big Lobster for a while.
Mm.
You like it more than that one?
The Lobster.
But
Yeah, I think I do, but that's a great one. I don't know that I liked it more than what is it, Dogtooth or Killing of a Sacred Deer, but both of those are real fucked up movies. This one does have some fucked up shit in it. Like it's like some unpleasant stuff, but it balances out like the unpleasantness with laughter, so it's not a horror movie. It's just kind of like a really weird sci-fi thing.
so it's not an erotic thriller?
It is not an erotic thriller.
The last one kind of was.
Well, yeah. She did become a hoe.
Well, Joe, let me ask you this. You ever see Kenny and Company?
You know what, Tom? That's Don Coscarelli that made that one, right?
That's correct, Joe. Don Johnson.
I haven't seen all his films, but he did make 3 that I like. Phantasm, Bubba Hotep, and the video for Last in Line.
Maybe you like John Dies at the End. I think you liked Incident in and On a Mountain Road. It's a
And
Joe R. Lansdale thing.
I forget that he did those 2, yeah.
Yeah, so you love that shit, Joe. So why wouldn't you love this one? It's Kenny and Company. It's a nice slice of life movie about a couple kids growing up in the 70s, not on the 70s. That would don't
Hey,
make
70s, it's got to be good.
You grew up in the 70s?
Good.
How old were you about in the 70s there,
Well,
Joe? Let's say late 70s.
I was a kid, so like late 70s, I must have been like 7.
Okay. I think these kids might have been 10, maybe 12-ish. Let's
Oh,
say around there.
okay, so to you, this was an erotic film then.
Joe, this might be the most erotic movie I ever laid my fucking peepers upon. There wasn't enough Visine in the world to prepare me for this movie.
Jeepers Creepers.
So, Joe, Kenny and Company. Who's the company? Well, I guess his friend A. Michael Baldwin and Shlomo or some other. I forgot what they. Sherman, that was his name.
Michael Baldwin, like there's a few Michael Baldwins, but this one's just one of them.
Well, I never sat down and fucking home run, dickhead. I get it. Oh, your parents named you like an asshole.
You sure did.
My first name is Sum, middle name Michael, last name Baldwin. My name is Another. Damn, that might be what the A stands for. Another.
The
Fuck. Anyways, he's fucking in it. And the other friend, Sherman, he's a littler kid. And it's, just their week leading up to Halloween. And they learn to live, laugh, love. And they just romp around. And, they live, laugh, love, like I just said, Joe. Everything's just supposed to be played cutesy, like, oh, these kids getting into these things, and sometimes it's serious though. Like sometimes you gotta put a dog down and learn about death. Or sometimes you gotta talk to an old man and see what he thinks about death. Or maybe sometime the girl you like likes you back. So you start dating and holding hands. But 2 days later, without any warning, she's holding hands with another guy. And you learn that day that bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And then you have another thing supposed to be, oh, funny, look at this. Oh, this is so cute and warm hearted. But everything just comes off as a wet fucking fart, Joe. The payoff to every scene is just. Oh, I think I shit my pants. I
So
don't know.
is it at least spooktacular full?
Not really. Like there's okay. The opening animation of this movie is a dope ass fucking pumpkin. It's an animated pumpkin and like the titles appear in his mouth. That was fucking awesome. There's also like a giant pumpkin on the door or the garage door of this guy's home haunt. That was pretty cool. But then you go into his home haunt in his garage and I get it. You wanna, scare kids and be spooktacular. Oh, look at me. I'm being but don't lure kids into your fucking house and say, "Oh, come into the darkness, children." But no, it was like some guy who was wearing like a pussy face mask with like predator mandibles, like a bald kind of guy, sort of with predator shit, and he was just breathing in, so the masks was going like that, and so not really. Kenny dresses as a bear, but the costume looks like a paper mache pig, but it's painted brown, so everybody calls him Shit Pig the Hog Boy. And then Sherman's little punk ass is a penguin. And then I think A. Michael Baldwin went as a let's just say he went as a rubber dick. I think he went as a cowboy, but I can't remember. So let's just say he dressed up as a fucking rubber cock.
They call him Sherm.
They do. They call him they call him Big Sherm now.
Yeah.
But that's just because the Halloween after this one, old Sherman tripped, hit his head on a rock, and floated down a river, and they found him bloated.
Mm.
So, but yeah, it's just very lame, cheesy, trying to be heartwarming. It was just lame. There's other coming of age stories I like, but this was just a whole lot of nothing, just a collection of who gives a fuck. I'll say they had one shot that I was just like, oh, that was all right. They fucking walk carrying their dog. This is horrible. They walk carrying their dog they're about to put down into the vet's room. And then they pan around the waiting room of the fucking thing to see all the people with their dogs and cats waiting to get in. Then pan back around and you get back to the door. Now they're walking out all sad. And it's like, oh, well, at least that's something. You had the two pumpkins in this. All right, but even with old Reggie making a cameo in this fucking movie, it is I would say it's not worth watching. Maybe if you enjoy the company of children, you might want to watch this shit. But if you're watching this shit and you enjoy the company of children, fuck you and jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
yeah, this is a whole lot of who gives a fuck. I've been fucking I fucking one Phantasm 1 through 4 is fucking awesome. I got a shitty Phantasm tattoo right here some Chinese girl thought was my fucking grandmother. So I like Don Cascarelli's shit. Bubba Hotep's cool, Incident's cool, but this ain't it, dog. This fucking ain't it.
Chinese girls love a man that respect elder.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Not me though. Just laughing. I couldn't do anything about it. She would have thrown a fireball at me, you see, or like a fan with his razor blades. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Kenny and Company, check it out. Shit's fucking dope. So while Joe goes and does that, I guess Joe said he's never mind. That would have been awesome. You sat down and then every single one of those things would have fell off your face. Oh, some did. That shit just would have been awesome if it was all of them, though.
You your movie apart.
All right, Joe, let me ask you this since we're on a roll.
Yeah.
You ever see The Hungry Snake Woman? Just kidding. You ever seen the... Wait, hold on. Hey, Joe. I don't know. Manslaughter. He's like a giant. They don't... Hey, Okay, I'll shut my cocksucker.
Okay, so in Web of Spider-Man number 9 or whatever, it's a continuation of Spider-Man's in that small town. Well, it turns out somebody else got superpowers too, and they want to go beat that other guy up. And that unscrupulous reporter stays unscrupulous, and it sucked. But in Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Mans, it's part 2 of the death of Jean DeWolf. This killer called the Sin Eater has just killed a judge that was highly respected by the blind attorney Matthew Murdock. So now old Daredevil's on the case too, Tom. And Spider-Man's mixes it up with the old Sin Eater, but Sin Eater's tougher than you give him credit for. This is some good shit. This is like the best Spider-Man story that they've had in all this fucking time. This is good.
Ever up to this date.
Yeah.
This right here.
And it's got a cameo appearance by Charles Bronson. Shit's good. Shit's good, man. It's like, I know I've read this story before, but I don't think I appreciated it as much because I hadn't read all that other bullshit, Tom. Like 200 something issues of Spider-Man's, fucking Marvel team ups, all the shit that I've been reading. It's like, wow, I didn't know they could do a good Spider-Man story. Like it's Peter David, Rich Buckler's doing some tremendous art. It's like, wow, that's fucking pretty good. But we're here to talk about Amazing Spider-Man. Issue number 200 and something.
71, I think.
71. And goddamn, Tom, they bring out a character that I'd forgotten all about. Old Bonesaw. You remember him? Mm-hmm. Yep. The guy that Peter Parker first fought to go make some money when what was his name? Crusher Hogan or what the fuck?
His name wasn't Crusher Hogan. He was the man spider, the spider that would be a man, Penis Parker. Yeah.
So yeah, that wrestler that he fought is he's a nobody now. He's just like mopping up the fucking gym like Rocky in Rocky 1.
I used to wrestle men, now I wrestle maps while I wrestle with my sexuality.
And his claim to fame is that, yeah, Spider-Man, he beat me in the ring, but he was real raw, so I taught him everything. And then I made these spider shooters for him. And then I gave him this costume when it was time for him to go on. Nobody believes him. But there's this one prize fighter, Tom, that kind of has pity on the dude. And he's like, yeah, you're all right, but he's about to leave this gym, Tom. But this gym's run by a bad motherfucker. What's this guy's name? The Marauder?
Manslaughter.
Manslaughter. And this guy, wears brass knuck spikes and shit. And he's had some procedure where he doesn't feel pain.
I don't feel no pain. He looks like a giant blade. Like they just injected steroids in the blade and be like, well, we don't know how to, draw anymore.
And he works for an old Asian lady, which, come on, that's stretching the imagination. If you know anything about Asians, you know that they don't like any other race. It's, whites, they'll tolerate you, but anybody else, fuck it. They want nothing to do with you. It's crazy shit. But he works for her, and it is the Marvel universe and everything's better there. And she tells this guy that Boxer's either staying and renewing his contract with us or he's. And I don't know. Big old fight goes on. Meanwhile, that guy that's been fucking Aunt May turns out like he owes some mobster type some money. And Aunt May says, hey, Peter, would you follow Nathan and make sure he don't get into trouble? There's something bad going on. And old Peter starts to do that, but hears some gunshots and has to go and do something else. Fuck this guy and fuck his aunt, And old Nathan gets roughed up by those very same gangsters, Tom. And Aunt May just, fuck you, Peter. Fuck you, dude. So he can't win. All Spider-Mans can't win, Tom. This issue was okay. Thought it was all right. Thought Ron Friends' art improved a little here. He's not just doing straight on shots. He has some perspective shots, and it was all right. I mean, maybe Marvel's finally learning how to tell a story, Tom. It is the 80s.
It is the 80s. Yeah, sorry, JR. I wasn't paying too much attention to the chat, and
Did you know that JR shat his couch one time?
more than once. That's just a thing he does because it's a thing he does.
We all have our thing.
Yep. I'm not saying it's sexual, but does it often and hungrily. Like this movie I watched, Joe, called The Hungry Snake Woman.
Mm.
Have you seen it?
No. Does she have a name other than that?
I think it's something in Indonesian, but this was put out by the fine folks at Mondo Macabro. There, Joe.
One of your favorites.
Joe, one of my favorites. But I ain't talking about that shit again. You like made for TV movies?
I do. Most times. No, not really. Seen any?
Joe, I've seen a few. But the most recent was one called The Midnight Whore. In the midnight hour, it all happened. Hey, Joe, you ever see the Midnight Owl?
Wanna wait till the midnight hour. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Damn, I remember that song. They played it like 8 times in this movie I watched. Hey, Joe, let me tell you this. I got a special request out there from JR going out to old T-shirt Jose. And this one is, ow! Wait till the midnight hour.
oh,
Ha ha ha! So this movie, The Midnight Hour, I guess it was made for ABC television holiday spooktacular that was going out over the airwaves back in sometime probably the 80s. Let's say 1985, the year of our Lord Casey Kasem.
yeah, this one has well, 2 big leads, stars that were like big time. LeVar Burton. and
All
Sh-
right, Joe, let me stop you right there so I don't forget about it later. In this here movie, LeVar Burton is trying to get his dick sucked. And
by old Sherry Belafonte.
ow, have mercy. Anyways, back to old Geordie LaForge. I don't know why. Probably because of all his time on children programming, reading a rainbow. But I always saw old LeVar Burton as an asexual. So it was weird seeing him in this movie trying to get his dick sucked from the back. Because you watched a Star Trek. He was always the autistic in the glasses, saying shit like, no, I'm asexual. I don't need my dick sucked from the back.
He did have one particular line where he's like, Wesley, looking good.
Wesley sounds like a man's name there, Joe.
It was a child's name, Tom.
Well, it's time for me to go and let you review the rest of this movie.
No, that's okay.
I've been Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jack o' Lantern. So, Joe, what happens in this hit motion picture, The Midnight Hour, about a bunch of rambunctious teens?
I don't remember because I didn't rewatch it, but they throw a party and then the dead are summoned and they become evil or some shit, and then they do a dance number.
Well, Joe, this friend group decides to go to the local museumery or some shit and steal some old haunted costumes. And they go to the graveyard, and in one of these haunted costumes, they find an old piece of paper. And one of the friends in the friend group says, "Oh, hey, I'm part of the bloodline of the witch who used to live in this town," or some fucking shit. "So why don't you let me read this fucking horse knock meek mock, Evil Dead speak or whatever the fuck it was off this old piece of paper." So she does, and the dead rise. But not just the dead, a werewolf too, because fuck you. But one of the dead risers, Joe, she's a Casper in the sense of she just came back from the dead because she had unfinished business.
Unfizzy business.
She had unfissured business, aka she was never fucked in the ass. So she came back to find love in her ass, Joe. And she does with one of the kids from the friend group, and at the end finds out, "Oh, I'm really a dead girl, and you were kissing me and probably rubbing my clit and about to stick your plump plecker in me, and ooh, I'm getting all flustered thinking about that shit." So that's a subplot in this movie, and it's kind of weird, especially because it's a made-for-TV or TV on a ABC movie, and the motherfucker gets choked to death in this movie too. It has a few things that are like, wow, this is like a family movie made for TV, like it is, but then there's these moments, it's like, wouldn't fly these days, but I appreciated it for it. So, one of the main witch from this town, she comes back with her gang of undead, and they try and take over the town and turn everybody into undeadlings. Do they? Yeah, but it's all taken care of because it's a, family Halloween movie, so it's all wrapped up in the end. The little, or not, I don't say that, but the lady who came back to get her ass fucked, she does, and then she goes back on to the beyond, and everybody lives happily ever after.
You can finally cross over.
Fuck, man. If there was one person I could sit down and eat cake with, it would probably be John Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he's in jail for being a fraud. For all the things he did to all those poor people who wanted just nothing but a little bit of closure and happiness in their life so they can just fucking get on until they died and didn't have to worry about anything anymore. But no, he just fucking got $1 bills of every fucking cent that he ever earned, and he just rolls around in it like this. He rolls around in it like this.
So, Tom,
allegedly.
Now, one of my favorite parts is when they do start singing and dancing, because everybody's possessed, and they start Cucamonga.
Camp Cucamonga. Yeah, I wish you rewatched it so you could remember the song, because I don't. But I will say this shit had some like really good fucking zombie makeups in it, like way better than something like this deserved. They were good shit. Like all around, this is a pretty fucking good spooktacular fucking Halloween movie. This is the first year I've ever heard of it, but it seemed like it was just popping up on like, ooh, shit you gotta watch for Halloween, you little dick lick boy. So I did, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? That's not bad. And it had like a lot of shit that you would be surprised to see in a family movie. I'm not saying the shit's wild as fuck, but like a dad getting choked to death in the fucking movie, you don't really see shit like that. But it was good and worth checking out for sure. You got a couple days whenever you see this. Maybe you're watching it in March like an asshole because I was in a car accident and died, and now you're just going back and watching old reviews to, oh, I remember that terrible Halloween episode they did. It was the last one.
So bad they had to do it twice.
Fuck. Speaking of which, Joe, let me ask you this. You ever seen the Night of the Demons remake?
I thought you did okay on that one, Tom. That pass. I don't want to do Vicious again, that's for sure.
Well, oh man, I should have just did this the whole time. Yeah, I just went as a guy who dyed his beard, you fuck. There was a lot of that going on this past weekend at the Houston Horror Pop-Up Market there, Joe.
There certainly was.
So I'm not sure really what to do next week.
Well, you got
no, we don't, Joe. I don't want to leave people on a cliffhanger. This shit's crazy. Look, yeah, I got a big ass beard, boy. They call me Hungry Jack Pancake. Missing a little patch right there, though, because I had radiation and all, but it's okay. Put it up like this. You can't nope. You can still tell. Well, fuck. Anyways, there, Yosef, let me ask you this. Just thinking about the Terminator movies, I don't know where all they are. I think some of them are on HBO Max. Some of them may be scattered. I was thinking about the Vice Academy movies. Those are all on Tubi. And I was thinking of just picking some random monster movies, Joe. Maybe movies that all have a theme to them. But I don't really give a fuck because I'm probably going to watch all this shit anyways.
Including the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Is that the TV show?
Yeah.
Well, that is not on the fucking Blu-ray set that I have, so.
I've got a set of that somewhere. Why, I don't know. But it's still sealed. Do whatever your heart tells you, Tom. Just like the way you've led your life.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. Hey,
just like the way you've led your life.
Well, if there's anybody in the chat, we'll give it a minute. Are there any one of those that you would like to see? I don't know. Let's just do the monster movies, I guess.
All right.
So next week, we'll watch
Dan's Creature Feature.
Fuck yeah. We'll watch fuck it. Let's watch Marley's Revenge, the monster movie. It's on YouTube. And then we'll do Mosquito Man, which is on Tubi. And I think there was another one that I'll let you know when we get to it there, Joe.
Okay.
But hey, like I said, I'm going to watch that other shit too, so you got to write it off and such. Anyways, I hope you guys like this fucking spooktacular episode of BOYGOB. Fuck. DWN Productions. It's going to be November. Like, you want a mask. Well, I can do other shit besides masks. So if you want something made, a novelty that you don't... Look at this. Got that big empty space in my mouth because I'm out of black. Anyways,
all
if you
his mouth.
That's right there, Joe. Anyways, if you want something made, a nice decorative piece for your house, something that you don't really need, contact dwnproductions.net. Hi, matey.
And hey, fastcustomshirts.com. I'm dropping a long-time client tomorrow, so you want to fill that space? Why not? Why not? Yeah.
JR, appreciate you stopping by. Hope shit gets better for you, bud. Neo Geo, thank you too. So hey, you guys, hopefully you can meet up in real life and go trick-or-treating together. Everybody, have a safe, happy Halloween. Don't forget to wear your reflective tape on your costumes and bring your fleshlights. Joe?
Check your candy and BOYGOB.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time,